Today, we're diving into a really fascinating new civic initiative coming from the Iranian-American community. We're talking about a coordinated push to create a formal, unified voice right in the heart of Washington, D.C.
You know, it's a huge question in any democracy, right? How do different groups with their own shared interests and concerns actually make sure they get a seat at the table? Well, in the U.S., one of the most powerful ways to do that is with something called a congressional caucus.
And just think about it for a second. You've probably heard of some of these, like the Congressional Black Caucus or the Friends of Ireland Caucus. Congress is literally filled with these groups, all focused on specific communities and their interests. But according to the people behind this new initiative, a dedicated platform for Iranian Americans has been a big missing piece of that puzzle for a long time. So to fill that gap, a new organization is proposing a pretty powerful solution. They want to work from the inside out by creating an official platform right there, inside the U.S. Congress. And for anyone who's not totally sure what a congressional caucus is, think of it like this. It's basically a club for lawmakers. It's an informal group where members of Congress who care about the same things can get together, coordinate their plans, and work to get a specific set of issues onto the national agenda. This quote here from Kimiaii, who's a representative for the initiative, really gets to the heart of it. The goal is to carve out a dedicated space to talk about the unique challenges and also the contributions of a community that's become a really integral part of America. Okay, but you might be wondering, why now? What's the rush? Well, it turns out that a few really pressing issues have come together to create what these proponents see as a critical moment to finally make this happen. They're building this whole idea on 4 key pillars. First, advocating for human rights. Second, building stronger cultural bridges. Third, helping to support the integration of new arrivals. And fourth, trying to foster a more constructive dialogue between the United States and Iran. And let's be clear, this isn't just about starting conversations. It's about giving those conversations real, official weight. A formal caucus would take these topics from things discussed within the community to issues that are formally recognized and addressed inside the political system itself. That's a huge difference. So they've got a clear mission, but what's the actual game plan? Well, the organizers have laid out a really clear strategy to turn this whole idea into a reality. It all starts with the people, with grassroots support. This number you see, 155, that's the initial group of supporters who've already signed up, a mix of Iranian Americans and their allies. Now, the goal is to make that number grow, and grow a lot, to prove that this is an idea with broad support, not just some niche concern. The strategy is a classic 2-step approach, and it's a classic for a reason. Step 1, you mobilize the community on the ground, build up some undeniable momentum. Step 2, you take that momentum to Capitol Hill, and you formally ask members of Congress to get on board and champion the cause. Now, here's a really key part of their pitch to lawmakers. They're framing this as something that's good for everybody. The argument is that creating this caucus isn't about some narrow special interest. It's actually a win for American civic life. It's a clear signal that Congress values diversity and is serious about dialogue. And this final thought from Kimiaii really captures that spirit of collaborative optimism. It's a call for everyone to work together, and it's a direct invitation for lawmakers to become partners in building what they hope will be a lasting institution. And when you zoom out, this whole story points to a much bigger question. This initiative is one powerful example of one community organizing for influence. As our world gets more and more interconnected, you have to wonder, how will diaspora communities, these groups with deep ties to more than one country, how will they increasingly shape not just domestic policy, but global politics too? It's definitely something to keep an eye on.